Welcome to another how-to series. This time we're talking about IP addresses. Thanks again for stopping by. So we're going to start with a very small IP network, typically your home network. You can see we've got 3 devices other than the router sitting on the client side. We've got a workstation, laptop, and a TV. Most home networks now have got around about 15 devices, which is quite crazy. We've got the connection to the internet. That's through a fiber provider, and we'll break that down shortly. So we turn on one of the PCs, it sends off a DHCP request, which is a broadcast request. So it goes to 255.255.255.255.255, and the first item or the first DHCP responder will be able to associate to that client and give them an address. I've had sites that have been taken down by having multiple DHCP servers on the same network. So be very careful of that. If you want to take down a corporate network, just bang a couple of routers on there with DHCP on it, and we'll take it down in seconds. Cool. Moving forward, we can see the router picks up the request, bangs off a response to our client, assigns an IP address in the range. If you've got Mac pre-provisioning or a reservation, it'll give it that specific IP address. Otherwise, we'll bang one out from the lease. Quite simple, quick and fast. Now, our client has got an IP address. It's got a subnet mask. It's got a default gateway, and a DNS entry. So it knows where to look for resolution. It knows what its IP address is. It knows what its subnet mask is. So it can now actually operate like a proper citizen of the network. So now we're going to break down the client side of the network. So we've got a network of 192.168.0.11 with a subnet mask, well, Class C subnet of 255.255.250, which basically means we've got around about 253 odd hosts on that network. Very, very common for a private network. We'll see a lot of networks assigned with that type of thing. Normally 192.168, or it'll be a 10.xxxx. We can now see that subnet mask has determined the network part of the IP address. So we know that our network lives on 192.168.0. So anything on that network needs to be delivered on net, on LAN, on Wi-Fi. That does not need to see a default gateway. If we send something to that IP address range, we're going to do a typical ARP request. We're going to ask for a MAC address, and we're going to bang it out to that port of the switch. Simple. The other side of that equation is obviously the host component. So anything that is on the host side, we know is localized, and we can send it out. We can do a broadcast, we can pick up its MAC address, ARP request, and we can deliver that packet on net internally. We don't need to send it to a default gateway. So that's how we determine what traffic stays local and what traffic gets delivered to the default gateway and out onto the internet. It really is as simple as that. And once you can understand that definition, makes life a lot easier. Okay, thank you. So we now are looking at a typical connection, sort of like a protocol breakdown. So we've got a Xbox Game Pass auth request coming from the PC 192.168.0.8. Connect to xbox.com. The DNS is going to resolve to xbox.com. The DNS request hits our router. The router says, I can't resolve that, I need to push it out to my DNS requester, which is either Google or Cloudflare. It responds with an IP address. We go, brilliant, let's send it to this IP address 22.53.39246. We know that's not on our local network, so we send it off to the default gateway, and the default gateway routes it out to 192.182.142.194, which is the next hop on our fiber network just beyond our router. That fiber network has only got 2 IP addresses, one for each side of the network. One for your side of your fiber port, and one on the other side of that fiber port for your ISP. Quite simple to break it down like that.
Don't fry.
TechGawd.